Do you know what a health savings account plan is? To be honest, a lot of people don't know what a health savings account plan is, or HSA for short. If they do know what a health savings account plan is, chances are they don't really know what a health savings account plan is. Every time I talk to a new client, I ask them, are you familiar with a health savings account plan? And either they'll flat out say, no, never heard of them, or they'll say, well, yeah, I have. Is that where you do this? And they will generally give me a stereotype of a health savings account plan that they have heard somewhere along the grapevine of health insurance that generally is not very accurate. Health savings account plans are a great way for you to manage your health care costs and your health insurance costs for that matter. The biggest thing health savings account plans have going for them is they're going to offer you the lowest out-of-pocket maximum for the lowest monthly premium. Now, that's not 100% guaranteed, but in my experience, almost every time that I quote a health savings account plan versus a traditional co-insurance plan, it always works out more favorably financially for you. I'm going to give you 5 things that you need to know about health savings account plans and why they might work for you. First, the savings account is completely optional. As soon as someone hears that word savings, their mind completely shifts to the financial end of it and focuses specifically on what they can and cannot do as far as that savings account is concerned. To be honest, that is a completely optional part of the plan. Whether you decide to take advantage of the actual savings account option that is bundled together with the HSA is entirely up to you. There is no reason that you cannot just purchase the health insurance portion of that and never ever touch the bank account on the health savings account. If you do exercise your option to set up a health savings account with the bank of your choosing, what the bank account does, if you decide to actually take advantage of it, is allows you to a place to save money to cover your deductible. That's it. Your deductible is your out-of-pocket maximum. Now this comes with a little disclaimer. This is, of course, if you're choosing a health savings account plan with 0% coinsurance. There are health savings account plans that do have coinsurance. However, they're not nearly as attractive in my opinion. To know that your deductible is your out-of-pocket maximum is a very reassuring thought, and it's very easy to keep track of. Once you start including all those percentages, then you just forget about the total out-of-pocket risk that you are potentially exposed to. And really, if you can keep track of it and make things easy, why not? Preventative services are covered at 100% before the deductible. Hey, basically means free of charge. This was something that health savings account plans were doing well before the healthcare reform law was passed back in 2010 that mandated all plans that are sold nationwide include such a benefit. That's why I was a fan of health savings account plans even before then, because they were a little bit ahead of the times and already offering that preventative benefit to people. Money deposited into the HSA bank account is tax deductible. So the reason that you would want to take advantage of a health savings account by setting up one at your bank is to receive that tax deduction. So not only are you getting the actual discount on services through your health insurance network providers, but you also get that tax break by the money that you funnel through that account. Again, you have a lot of flexibility with how you use that account. Nothing says that you need to fund it to the yearly maximum every year. You can use it as a pay-as-you-go basis. Fund it as needed, just as long as you keep enough money to maintain the fees associated with keeping the account open. There's a lot that you can do with it. It is just, like I said, a nice incentive to put money away to cover that deductible in case you have to use it. One of the biggest misconceptions, one of the ugliest rumors going around that hurt HSAs is that people think the money that they put into their account will suddenly disappear at the end of the year. Somebody's just going to reach in, grab it, and take it out. That couldn't be further from the truth. The whole idea behind a health savings account plan is that you need to put that money aside and accumulate a reserve of money to protect you to cover that deductible, not just once, but maybe even twice. Having an account that accumulates over time is only to your benefit. It's going to allow you a safe place to store money with a tax incentive to pay for qualified medical services in the event that they are needed. Instead of just tossing the money under the mattress, hey, put it in the HSA account, get the tax deduction, and you'll be good to go. Everyone's going to be a little better off for it. The only thing you're going to want to be careful of when you fund the bank account is never to overfund it. You're only going to want enough money in there that you think you would ever possibly need. If you do put too much money in there, then you run the risk of having to draw some of it out, and then you would be subject to tax penalties on money that is not used for a qualified medical expense. So there you have it, 5 things that you should know about health savings account plans. So next time you are reading up on them or somebody asks you about them, just stop and think before you actually just shoot them down right away. So as always, there is a blog post on jingoleinsurance.com that is linked in the description to this video. Feel free to click on over to that and read up a little bit more on health savings account plans and the 5 things that you need to know about them. As always, I am Joey Jingola with Jingola Insurance Agency. Take it easy, everyone.